Thank you for joining today. We're going to get started here in just a minute. Happy Wednesday. But 45, the AC in the shack works because I'd have an actual shack, an actual ham shack that's a building in my backyard, and that air conditioner works just fine. That one works. Actually, it's probably not quite big enough for the ham shack because last year it was running most of the day. We haven't really gotten hot in North Texas until like about a week ago. And we're talking about AC being out in the chat. Good afternoon, everybody. It is 12:01. Thank you for joining the lunchtime live stream today. I'm just talking to 45 Auto in there because he's talking about how he hadn't turned his AC on yet this year. And I'm like, yeah, well, I have. My bedroom's upstairs. Our upstairs AC went out on Sunday night, and it's been hard to sleep because it's all just kind of sticky. Now, it's been raining. Started raining on Monday. It's been cloudy, muggy, and humid. Not too hot since then, but still not pleasant. And if I'm sweating and my arms are sticking to my side, I don't sleep very well. So I haven't had a decent night's sleep in probably 2 nights. I don't know. We'll see. AC guy's supposed to come out. My AC's under warranty until 2027 because we put a new one in 2017. It had a 10-year warranty. My AC guy's out of town. I use a small company, single, independently owned dude. Did a great job in the North Texas area if anybody needs an AC guy. But he's been out of town. I was like, why do you go out of town in June in Texas, bro? Oh, my goodness. So he's supposed to be back today. So hopefully, I don't know. I'm trying to get him to come out tonight, but it might be tomorrow. We'll see. Such is life and how things work pretty much whenever you need them to. So that is it. Special shout out to all the folks in green text in the chat. Thank you for being YouTube channel members. If you're interested in becoming a YouTube channel member, click on the join button right below this video. If you're watching on a computer, it's right there. I think if you're watching from a smartphone, then it's down there too, I believe. I believe it's down there. There's a little join link. Just click on there and do that. Is that actually Fry? Fry? Wow. This is a dude I used to work with in IT. What's up, dude? Hey, recently got his GMRS license. And he's like, hey, I heard you do radio stuff. I'm like, yeah, a little bit. What's up, dude? Is this the first time you've ever joined a live stream? That's fun. Wow. I was looking like, is that, and I recognize the avatar. I was like, wow, that's Fry in the chat. That's awesome. So, yeah, so YouTube channel member, special shout out. Thanks a lot. 45 Autos in there, K9IED, W8WNA, KQ4HXQ, KI5OEB. Yep. Saw Andy Callie in there and 503 Nick in there earlier, so thanks for being here today, guys. So, Father's Day is this weekend. Those of you who didn't know, hopefully you did know that. Everybody's got a dad, even if you're not one. I have a dad, but I'm not one, so that's a thing. And we're going to talk about, we're going to go through and do, I created an Amazon, what they call an idea list that you can just put stuff in. Gift ideas for dad or gift ideas for, shoot, maybe if your son's a dad. Okay, and it's a lot of it's ham radio related, but some of it's not. So we can go through that here in a minute. But I got a couple of links I want to share with you guys today. And usually when I do these live streams around Amazon, they're pretty well received. So I wanted to talk about that today. I have a question. Where can we start a class to learn? Where can we start a class to learn your radio here in Oklahoma? Every time I ask, it's like being thrown out to the woods with no direction. I'm hoping David, I hope you use voice to text, because that's not English you're typing in there. That's almost like Frank typed that. I'm just teasing you. If I understand what you're asking where can we start a class to learn radio? Okay, so I'm glad you asked that question. If you're asking how to get your first ham radio license, okay, here is my suggestion to you right now. You go to my YouTube channel right here, and you scroll down to this very first row. This is usually a channel trailer at the top here. This very first row, getting your first ham radio license. This second video right here is 4 ways to get your ham radio license, 4 places to study, 4 places to get the material. And this Get Your First Ham Radio License Now is an actual class that was put on by Dan, KB6NU, in last November, and that question pool is good for another 3 years. So you can do that right there. And I am happy. I haven't announced this yet, but yeah, KQ4HXQ. Yeah, you're right about that. I haven't announced this yet, but Chris Cotter, KD5HIY, and myself. Now, those of you who might remember Chris, he is the one who taught the technician class live stream that we did on this channel in 2020. It was summer of 2020. So the Hearst Amateur Radio Club, which is about 20 minutes that direction, it's the most active club that I'm a member of. And they would hold free technician and general classes twice a year, usually in the fall and the spring every year. Well, when COVID came around in early 2020, their EOC, their meeting place is inside of a fire station. Well, government-controlled agency. We couldn't go there. We spent a whole year not being able to go to the fire station doing Zoom meetings over Zoom. So when that happened, I reached out to the club and Chris, and I said, hey, y'all want to do a live stream about the technician class? And it's on this channel now, and even though that question pool expired about a year ago, I still get a lot of views and comments on that video. He does a deep dive into all, and he follows the W5YI material, does a deep dive into all the things. The class that's on my channel now by Dan, KB6NU, is a no-nonsense study guide. He gives you the bare minimum you need to pass the test. The Hearst Club does a deep dive, and they explain the question, they explain the answer, they explain why the answer is whatnot. Some people like to learn one way, some people like to learn another way. Doesn't matter. Neither one is right, neither one is wrong. They both work. They're both going to get you licensed. So Chris is going to come back onto this channel with the new question pool that updated in July of last year. He's going to come back on this channel. We're going to do a 3-day live stream about new technicians at the end of July, about a month and a half from now. So more to come on that later. We've got a plan in place. I know the exact dates, but I don't know the exact time yet. Probably like a Thursday, Friday night, and a Saturday morning, which I think is what we did last time. So we have that on the calendar and scheduled for the end of July. So just be watching for that. I'll be sending emails out about that, tweeting about it, putting it out on social media. Sign up on my email list, hamradio2.com/email-sign up. Go check that out there, and I'll send a bunch of emails about it. So anybody you know who wants to get licensed, this is an excellent opportunity to do so, because Chris does a fantastic job of explaining why the answers are the way they are. And, of course, those will be you don't have to catch the live stream. They'll be replayable on the channel from now on, so just like the old one is. So, yes. Let's see. I would love a Ham Radio Happy Hour t-shirt. I need to get those on the website. They're ready. I need to get those on the website, Racer X07. I will see if I can do that this afternoon. Enid Amateur Radio is trying to get a class going, but we don't have many interested persons. Great thing about doing a live stream is we don't really need anybody. There'll be people watching the chat, of course, but then it's replayable over and over and over again. So, yeah. But Enid, Oklahoma has a really good ham radio club. They have a ham fest every year. They used to. I think they still do. But, yeah, good deal. So, yeah, y'all let me know. The best place to find, well, that's study sessions. You can find classes on ARRL. ARRL has a webpage where you can find classes. So, all right, so let's hop into this real quick. I will say at the beginning, as an Amazon associate, I can earn commissions from qualifying purchases. It's kind of a thing that Amazon makes you say when you have a store. So anytime you guys click on any links from my store, Or if you click on links from my store and don't buy anything at all, but then go buy toilet paper or something, I can get, not everything on Amazon has commissions, but most everything does. So even when you are not buying stuff that's directly on my store, if you start your browser session by clicking on my store, it will continue to provide me with commissions for 24 hours. They have a 24-hour cookie on their website. So today is Flag Day. Yes, it is. Yes, it is Flag Day. So happy Flag Day to everybody. I should put my flag out. The construction guys are in and out of my front door up and down the driveway. I didn't want them to. I thought about this morning. I thought, well, I don't want to get messed up, so I didn't put the flag out today. So let's talk about a couple of things first that, mute that. Let's talk about a couple of things first that are going on. Two websites before we get to Amazon. Okay, so BridgeCom is doing the Ultimate Smoked Ham giveaway, $6,000 value giveaway. They're giving away a $4,000 smoker grill combo, a $355 licensing course. That looks like Ham Radio Prep. I missed that. Interesting. Oh, yeah, right there. All access pass to Ham Radio training course from Ham Radio Prep. All right, there you go. Ham Radio Prep, a HT, a DMR Anytone HT, and their Skybridge hotspot. This Beyond Braid tool pack. This looks like some seasonings and cooking spices, and then a set of beef jerky and whatnot. So you can scroll down here, and I'm going to share you guys the link that I get credit for, which is right here. So I'm going to put that in the chat right now. So click on my link and go sign up. It doesn't cost anything to sign up. It's free to sign up. I've got 5,200 entries that you could see. 9 days left. I've said before on multiple Friday shopping videos, if I ever win anything, I'll probably do a re-giveaway of most of the stuff, although I'm going to keep that smoker. But all the other stuff, the Ham Radio Prep, I'll give away. The radios and hotspots I'll give away, but I don't know. I probably won't win it anyway. I hope one of you guys wins it. So you guys go check that out. Check the link in the chat that I just put in the chat. The links that we talk about today will be in the description of the YouTube video. I've already put them in there. They're there right now. So for those of you on Team Replay, just go check the links in the description if you're not in the chat. So yeah, go click the link in the chat and go sign up for that giveaway. Redodo batteries, which you guys might... I've talked about them on 2 or 3 different videos. They're very reasonably priced lithium iron phosphate batteries. They have a sale going on right now. Zoom back on that. There we go. 100 amp hours, 200 amp hours, 230 amp hours, 300 and 410 amp hours. All of these current batteries, not their 50 amp hour, which is the last one I did the video on. But this 100 amp hour mini I'm actually running a test on it right now, and you'll see a video on that upcoming. They're doing a $10 to $30 discount, $10 to $40 discount on everything. $100 off of the 300 amp, $200 off of the 400 amp. Okay. On top of that, you can save an additional 5% with the code of Ham Radio. Okay. So I'm going to put this link in the chat right now. Right there. And those Father's Day prices are already on their website. So you'll go on their website, link I just shared in the chat. You'll see that all the prices in yellow over there on the right-hand side. You'll see those prices already reflected. No coupon code. And then you'll see something come up that says save 3% by signing up on their email list. You can do that, or you can save 5% by using the code of Ham Radio, which I get credit for. So, yeah, not only a reduction, an extra 4% off at checkout. They're doing that right now for just the general public. And again, you can get 5% with the code of Ham Radio. So check that out. I've been very happy with my 50 amp hour battery. I put it in a battery box, and I use it, that auto dunk battery box that I got from Amazon. I did a video on that a while back. It's been a killer. I've done lots of POTO activations with that. If you were at Dayton Hamvention, you saw that battery box sitting on the table outside of my RV. Charlie comes by, Red Summit RF Charlie comes by, and he's like, you guys, because Mike was with me. So Mike and I were camping together. And he's like, you guys got a lot of battery boxes. We had like 7 battery boxes out there. I was like, Mike and I don't play around. We got plenty of charging power. Come on by. It's fine. But one of those battery boxes had my 50 amp hour Redodo in it. Been real happy with that battery. Charge it up, used it, charge it back up, used it several times, I don't know, dozen or so times since I made that video, and it's been, I don't carry around a 50 amp hour battery with me everywhere I go, but I usually do to POTA. So it's been really good. I'm real happy. And that little mini 100 they've got is pretty slick also. It's 100 amp hours. That's just slightly bigger than their 50 amp hour. So it'll fit in a battery box and whatnot. So Redodo's a good supporter of the channel. They have sent me a few things, but they put me on their email list and said, hey, share our sales if you don't mind. I've done that several times, and they are appreciative of that. So link is in the chat once again, and the link to this and to the everything we talk about today is in the description. So Enid Amateur Radio Hamfest on September 9th. Cool. All right, so this is my Amazon store. Oops. I was clicking around on stuff, I guess. This is my Amazon store. And once again, I can earn commissions from qualifying items there. So we're just going to go through everything that I put. I created this brand new Father's Day 2023 gift idea list here. I created it last week. I talked about it on the Friday shopping video, and then I have been adding to it since then, kind of a little bit here and there. I added a few items since, a few items this morning, actually. So this is pretty cool. Okay, so this, if you guys remember that video that Josh put up like a year ago about a $60 12-volt laptop, it's no longer $60, but this is the laptop, the Evolve 3 Maestro. It is 12-volt chargeable. In fact, they have these bare wire. This doesn't come with, it comes with its own charging cable, of course, but this bare wire adapter right here comes with the perfect plug for that laptop. Then it comes with bare wires on the end, which of course I put power poles on. So I can plug that laptop into any of my battery boxes and charge that laptop, because it'll take up to like 14 volts or something like that. So they were, when Josh did that video, I think they sold out pretty quickly. And then Evolve got smart and raised the price on it, and then finally put them back on Amazon because they were out of stock for a long time. So $99 is not a bad price for a laptop, but the cool thing about it is this is a great POTA or field day laptop. Field days in a week and a half. It's a great field day laptop because you can plug it into your battery box that you're running your radio from, that you hopefully have a solar panel attached to, and boom, you're in business. This thing runs hammers great. I've got all of the Flex Radio Smart SDR, the DAX and the CAT control, and all the software for Smart SDR on this laptop. It runs it just fine. Mike runs. Mike has something on his that I don't have. I don't remember what it is. We both run hammers, and we both run N3FJP we're going to be using for logging this week at Field Day next weekend. So I haven't put that on there yet, so I don't know, but I think it'll be fine. WSJTX works fine on it. We can plug in. It's got Bluetooth in it, and that new FX4CR radio with Bluetooth, I connected it to this Evolve Maestro laptop, and guess what? It Bluetooths, it connects, and recognize it has cat control, and boom, it is there. So, not the greatest quality laptop in the world. It is a little bit, you got to be careful with it. The screen's a little weird. Frank bought one and says his is in a constant boot loop, and he never has gotten to use his. However, I bought like 6 of them, and I gave away 3 or 4 of them. I've got 3 left. My wife wanted one, so I gave one to her. Hers works fine. She just wanted something small and lightweight to carry around. It's not her main laptop, but she does use it from time to time. And then I've got a spare backup that I booted up one time, and it works, but I don't take it out. But I keep this in my Gigaparts Explorer backpack, where I keep a lot of antennas and feed line and infed half-wave antennas and whatnot to take out to POTA. So $99. It's not $60 anymore, but it's still 12-volt rechargeable, and there's only 5 left. It says there's 5 left in stock. Yeah, still says 5 left in stock, so none of you have clicked on it yet, but you have to de-bloat it. I didn't de-bloat mine. I didn't do anything to mine. I booted it up. I installed hammers. I logged into my Google account, and I go from there. I don't have very much running on it. It's only got like a 64 gig hard drive, so it's not a huge hard drive. So I'm not going to do any video editing on it or anything like that. Although Mike says he's run OBS on his. Cool. But I did not debloat mine. If I did, perhaps it would run a little bit quicker, but I've never really had a problem with it. So do what you will. You can do whatever. I know Jason came for ACK. He loaded freaking Linux on it. So I think Ubuntu. I think he put, it was either Ubuntu or Mint he put on it. So yeah, you can load a new operating system on it. It's got a USB plug on the side of it, which is always cool to see on a laptop that's small. But 12 volts, 12 volt chargeable. That's the best thing about that laptop. It's not great quality. It's not going to win any awards anywhere, but it's 12 volts. And if you want a 12 volt, all the things in your life like I do, it's a great laptop. Mike has it. Mike had issues with it. He may have, but he uses his all the time. He uses his more than I do. Maybe he debloated his. I don't know. I have to check with him on that. However, whatever he did to his, he uses his all the time more often than I use mine. So that's that. But there's only 5 in stock, so go grab one if you want a 12 volt chargeable laptop. So these Garmins are here, and these are on daily sale today. Okay, so this Garmin inReach, which I've been wanting one of these for a while, is 13% off today. Still $349. If you don't know what a Garmin inReach is, it's basically a satellite communicator. You can send and receive text messages via satellite. So if you're out in the woods away from cell service, you can always be in the range of a satellite. So it's got satellites that are line of sight to the sky, and you can always send a text message. It is a subscription service to be able to send those messages. I want to say it's like $12 or $14 a month, and you're limited. You get like 50 texts a month or something that's coming and going. I've been wanting to pick up one of these for a while, and I was telling my wife about it the other day, and she's like, how often are you out of cell range? And I'm like, okay, that's a fair question. But still a cool toy to have. It's still a cool communications device to have should you need something like that. So they've got those on sale right now. Not cheap, but if you do a lot of hiking, if you do a lot of traveling outside of cell service, then that's a thing there. I put one of their watches in there as well. This is fun. The Dadalorian, this is the way. T-shirt in there that's in the store. It's 15% off today. There you go. Now, I did a video. I can't remember which video that was. It might have been one of the FTM 500 videos. Let me put the link to this idea list in there as well. There we go. Okay, I did a video. I mentioned on some video recently, because I remember reading a comment saying, hey, you had mentioned a way to USB charge your... I took it inside. Your Yaesu HT, the FT5, the VX6R, I think the VF7 and 8R as well. I'm not sure on those, but definitely the FT3 and the FT5. And somebody said they looked around for it and they couldn't find it. This is the cable to charge. In fact, this one says Yaesu on it, although it's not made by Yaesu. This is an up converter that converts 5 volts to 12 volts. And and that's the Yaesu plug that goes into the side of most of your common Yaesu HTs. Now, since Yaesu HTs are 12 volt chargeable, you can take this cable, which I think is this. I meant to check this before the stream and I forgot. I think this is a 3.5 millimeter barrel connector here. I think that's the same size. You just got to make sure that the positive negative on the pin is the same. I think that's the same thing as the Yaesu. I need to check that. I haven't done that yet. But you can take your Yaesu wall wart that came with the radio and cut the AC plug off the wall wart and wire it up to power poles and plug it directly in. Because if you look at that wall wart, it says it outputs 12 volts. Those HTs charge on 12 volts also. Again, I'm kind of on a mission to 12 volt all of the things, and you know, USB's good enough. The 12 volts, I assume, will charge a little bit faster. I don't know. This is an up converter, so it's technically charging at 12 volts, even though it's a fake 12 volts. But this is the USB-A cable, $12 on Amazon, free 1-day shipping, and compatible with most series model of Yaesu walkie-talkie. Yaesu walkie-talkie. You can tell that the manufacturer doesn't know what they're doing because they're calling it a Yaesu walkie-talkie. Nothing technically wrong with that, but that's not what they're called. But yeah, but I've got 2 of these. I keep one in my HT box and one in my battery box, and they work fine. So not fast charging, but it will absolutely charge your Yaesu radio from a USB-A connection. So there's that. These are kind of cool. I just found these. I don't know how well these work or not. I need to buy a couple of these. It's USB-A to four different USB-C cables. And it says it's a fast charger cable, multi-charging. I question whether the current is very strong since it's splitting it into 4. But will it work? Of course. Is it fast charging? Maybe. I don't know. So they look cool. You got 4 colors on them on the 4 USB: red, black, green, and blue. You can't complain with that. So be interested to see if anybody's tried those. You know, you have a constant uninterrupted 48 DC power source in your house, right? Oh, there's somebody talking on 6.5 too. A constant uninterrupted 48 volt DC power source in your house, right? Sure. Now, I don't know what you're talking about. But yeah. Let's see. So these are, I picked up, did I put that in here? I don't think I put that in here. There's some battery boxes that are just empty battery boxes on Amazon. It's kind of like the ones that Mike gets at Harbor Freight. And I picked up 1 or 2 of them because I'm going to attempt to build one of my own just to do it. And these are some meters that I found that look really good and got some good, like this one right here has got 4.3 out of 5 stars. So that one looks good there. This one here has got the PD, the power distribution, PD, whatever it's called. Power delivery, I think, 65 watt power delivery USB-C connector, and the Quick Charge 3.0 for USB-A. So got a few of those in there, stuff like that. There's a panel right there that's got, I don't care for these cigarette lighter adapter ones. I'm like, I'll take those out and put some power poles in it or something. I don't know. But that one's got a voltage meter, so that's kind of fun. But I put some of those in there. These look pretty cool here. So these are guideline cord adjusters for tents. Well, what else do you use guidelines for? I don't know. What do you use guidelines for? So there's a cool video right here that shows you basically how to tie that. But you can wrap it in a certain way that, I don't think that, does he? Yeah, right there. You can tie it into a loop and go through that way, loop it around. Nope, sorry. Kind of like that, multiple ways. So I thought that was pretty neat. I'm like, man, you could make your long guy wires a little bit shorter, time down a little bit for your tent, which is what it's advertised for, or just for your antenna or for your single push-up pole that you're using on POTA, something like that. I was just browsing Amazon. I'm like, oh wow, you get 20 pieces for $12. That's kind of fun. So I always like finding neat stuff like that. This is a power station. I think somebody sent me this. Not sent me the power station, but sent me a link to it. This is a big freaking power station. Portable power station. Input is the XT60 and the barrel connector, okay. That kind of thing. Yeah, if you got $600 laying around, actually it's a $200 off coupon. That might be why I put it in here. It's $5.99 normally. They have a $200 off coupon right now, so it's $400, $3.99. So if you got $400 laying around and you need a power station, there you go. It probably produces RFI, but they all do. I haven't found one yet that did not produce RFI when the DC to AC inverter is kicked on. Okay. Now, I haven't gone out and spent $10,000 on one yet, and perhaps the ones that are that expensive actually are RFI quiet. I certainly hope so. But yeah, they're all going to produce a little bit of RFI at least when the inverter is on, but that's just how it is. All right. Let's see. Trying to watch the chat here. I don't have a Frank today. Have you tried Temu instead of Amazon? Very good prices. Pretty quick from China. I've heard of that, but I have not tried it, no. Amazon, I can get stuff. A lot of times I can get stuff same day from Amazon, but at least next day. So, sorry, Steve. I love that YouTube notified me of the stream 28 minutes after it started. Well, at least you're here now. Sign up for my text messaging service. I sent a text out 30 minutes before the stream started today. And, yeah. hamradio2.com/text me. No spaces. What's up, Fry? I have a hard time trusting reviews for stuff on Amazon that have less than 300 ratings and take it with a grain of salt. Yeah, I'm with you on that, actually. You know, if something has like 10 or 20 or 30 ratings, yeah. If they have, I like the stuff that has 1 rating and it's 5 stars. This is awesome. I'm like, oh, so you're the guy selling it. Okay, cool. But, yeah. Oh, the Evolve is USB-C now. Is it really? Is it really USB-C now? That might be worth. I wonder. I would like to see a test of charging. Take the laptop down to take 2 laptops down to 10%. Plug them both in, one USB-C and one to Anderson 12 volt, and see which one charges faster. I would like to do that. So, what's up, Arthur? Good to see you here. Mastrant makes tension. Yes, they do. Mastrant does make tensioner. That's true. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so that's where we're at. Yeah, glad you got a buddy hat. Yeah, Don was in N5SKT. He was in Discord yesterday, I think, maybe the day before. He's like, dude, I just got an email from Chris. My buddy Hex is on the way. He's been on the waiting list for a while. So, congrats. You're going to love it. I'm going to set mine up next weekend. So, we've got these these fake Anderson power poles. You see I last purchased in August of 2019. I still got these, still use them. I really like these open-ended crimp, the metal pieces, the inserts in them. The ones that are open are easier to fit around 10 and 12 gauge wire. The ones that are closed, the closed circle, are made for like 14 gauge and smaller. So I really like these open-ended ones. These, every now and then you'll run across one of these that just flat doesn't fit for whatever reason. Like the insert won't go in properly, or they don't fit together, the black and the red don't fit together properly, or something like that. And I just usually toss them and go on to the next one. When you compare the price of these to the price of real Andersons, the number of these that fail is very, very minuscule. So, yeah, you're going to buy some that are a lot cheaper, and 1 out of every 50 fails. I don't care. I mean, I really don't care. I use these all the time, and they're fine. So, but get what you want. And these come with those little boots on them, too, which I like. So, get what you want. If you want to get the real Anderson stuff, then do that. Nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying that some people say, well, those never fit together. Well, that's not true. It's not that they never fit together. It's just that every now and then you get one that's not good and blah, blah, blah. There you go. This pack of 20, I bought this a while back, and I keep that in my POTA box because you can never have too many clip-on ferrite beads for different stuff. And this is a trail cam. I don't have this one, but I have one of these at the hunting lease, and I really like to set it up and watch it. And there's people with large backyards should grab one of these and see what kind of wildlife you have crossing in the middle of the night. But hey, these are gift ideas for Dad. So if your dad's a hunter or fisherman, something like that, there you go. These Rotopax boxes here, I talked about those on my Friday video last week, and somebody came by and said, yeah, I've got one, but it leaks. You can't really get these things to stop leaking even with the name brand ones. And I'm like, well, okay. I don't know. I think you have to replace the caps on them every now and then when they start leaking. But I don't know. I'm going to grab one and see, put it on the truck, kind of see what happens with it. But I will report back on that. This BN Tech Go, this is the stuff that Mike uses in his battery boxes that he builds. It's very flexible. 12. This is the 12 gauge version. The red and black wire. You can buy them separately. You can buy red wire by itself, black wire by itself, and get them in different colors and whatnot. But 25-foot stranded, 10 copper wire, and we've had good luck. I didn't know he was using this kind. I asked him what kind he was using, and I went and looked it up on Amazon, and I had found that I had purchased some. Not this one, obviously, but I had purchased some in the past. I'm like, oh, I know what that is. So I've never built any battery boxes, but I've used it in like the truck, wiring stuff in the truck, and building just different various cables for stuff that I keep in my Go kit, that kind of thing. So it's a very good cable, and I really like it. It's a good quality stuff there. This right here, this book by Mike Glover, was just published and just released. I bought it. I bought it on June 7th. That was a week ago. I got it in the other day. I thumbed through it. I haven't read it yet because I was reading another book that I just finished last night. So I might read that next, or maybe a couple books down the road. But Mike Glover, Fieldcraft Survival, if you follow him on Instagram or anything, got some good comments on stuff. Says a manual for surviving the worst case scenarios. So perhaps the what do they call it? The sewage flood in Hera Arena circa 2016 or so. Maybe that's in there for surviving worst case scenario. I don't know. I don't know if he included that or not. Probably not, but you never know. So, but that's the stuff in there right now. This Evolve Maestro is pretty cool, just because if it's USB-C, that's even better. You know, my Dell XPS will charge via USB-C, but you got to have a beefy transformer on it to do that. You can't just plug a USB-C cable into a regular old USB-A or USB-C power delivery port and have it charge. It doesn't recognize it. If it's not a certain wattage, it doesn't recognize it. I suspect that is not true for the Maestro, since it were already charged on 12 volts, but I don't know. Good stuff there. So that's all I've got in the store right now. Again, I will share the link to this in the chat, and it is in the description as well. And I'm probably going to be adding, and this is for Father's Day, so we've got a few days to Father's Day. I'm planning on doing a video on Friday to share several other things that I've got that I'm on mailing lists and got information about. So I'll be adding more stuff to this. So let me transition over here and see the chat here. Freddie Mac, what's up? I've seen fox, raccoons, armadillo, and possum, presumably on your trail cam, yeah. At night. Yes, at night. It has night vision on it. And a flash. So, yes. Moose in my front yard during the day. We don't have any Mises here. But, yeah. Kara uses BN Tech Go wire for their antennas. Ape is specifically enamored with the pink-colored wire. That sounds 100% accurate. I believe everything you just said, Don. That I can see that. I can totally see that. Let's see. Actually you missed Dayton, dude. R.D. Mercer. You weren't at Dayton. Yeah, the DFW Ham Expos last week. I heard it was pretty good. I don't know. It was POTA weekend, so I didn't get to go. We were at the park doing Parks on the Air at Lake Ray Roberts, but I heard it was good. A couple of guys said they went out there and it was good. Don, I might bring you on one day, buddy. It's a good idea. I've had a couple people who are home during the day on with me. KO4AFL's been on once or twice. I had a ham radio dude on once or twice. But yeah, I might hit you up. I'll hit you up on Discord or something. But that is that. Once again, for people who were not here a minute ago, we've got the BridgeCom giveaway is going on here with all the stuff up at the top. And the link to that I will share once again. It's got all this stuff. You can go to the link and read everything that's on it. Put that in the chat again. There's a few more people watching now than there was at the beginning. And then the Redodo sale that's going on right now, you can get an additional 5% off if you use this link and the code of Ham Radio right there. So follow those links. Go sign up for the BridgeCom just for the heck of it, man. Doesn't cost anything to sign up for the BridgeCom giveaway, and I hope one of you guys wins it. I really do. So that's a thing right there. $16 days to retirement for me. Hey, that's good. What's up, Tom? Good to see you in there. Just reading through the chat here. There we go. Smash the likes. Yep, and that's it. Okay, so when this when I was gonna go for a whole hour, we've only been going 40 minutes. I usually try to go for a whole hour. I thought I had more stuff in there. I need to add more stuff to my Amazon store, so I'll do that. At the end, at about 5 minutes after 1, so in about 25 minutes from now, somebody was asking about if I'm going to do this shopping thing on my Overlanding channel. And I said no, I wasn't, because I did the Black Friday thing on the Overlanding channel last November, and it didn't really get much response. Maybe the channel's too new. I don't post on that channel enough. I'm trying to update that. Well, I have a brand new video that's posting. Somebody else came by and said, "Wait a minute, you have an Overlanding channel?" I said, "Yes, I do." That's right here. It's called Unplugged. It actually started as like a off-grid gear review channel. So I was going to do reviews of like solar panels and batteries and stuff that runs on 12 volts and outdoor garments and coats and hats and that kind of thing. It kind of hasn't found its sea legs yet. I've done some Overlanding stuff that's been decent. The most popular videos on the channel are actually my RV videos. So, and I guess that's sort of in that same genre of stuff, but I'm going to share the link to this. I have a premiere about the More Expo that Shane and Kyle and I attended last April in Springfield, Missouri, and it will premiere here in about 25 minutes, about 5 minutes after 1 Central Time. So whatever time it is for you right now, it's 20 minutes till the top of the hour, and this video will premiere at 5 minutes after the top of the hour. So I'm going to be hanging out in that chat, looking around in there. What is the Texas GMRS network? Is a network? They're at the Hamfests, Dawn. Surprised you haven't seen them. Texas GMRS network is a network of GMRS repeaters. A lot of them are linked over All-Star in Texas. So I've talked on it a couple. They have a net on like Wednesday nights, I think. Wednesday nights. I've talked on it a couple times. Pretty cool. Have you looked at the AOIC cables? AOIC, I don't know what that is. AOIC cable. AOIC. Ooh. What the heck is that? Well, that's Ethernet. Is that right, Don? Did you mistype that? AOIC, or am I misreading that? AIOCK. I don't know what that is. If I put that into Amazon, it comes up with a bunch of Ethernet stuff. Ethernet cables. AIOC, yeah. AIOC cable. AOIC. I'm not, yeah, I don't know what that is, sorry. Nope. Yeah, it came up AOC cable. That's the last thing in the world that I want. Is any cable named AOC. Let's see. AIOC. I don't think that's what you're looking at either. All-in-one cable. All-in-one cable. Ah, okay. See, I don't acronym very well, I guess. Boom. Yeah, this one right here. I mean, I shared those. That one's the micro USB, USB-C, and the what's it called? Not FireWire. Lightning connector. The Apple Lightning connector. I don't have any of those. No. In fact, the other end is USB-C with a USB-A adapter. That's nice. Huh. I don't have any of those. No. I should probably try that. I mean, why the heck not, right? All-in-one cable there. Oh, this braided cable. I like that braided cable. 873 ratings, 4.3 out of 5 stars. Let's put that in. I'm going to put that in there. Okay, there we go. Blue. There you go. A 5% off coupon on that one, too. There you go. That's not it. Okay, I don't know what y'all are talking about. Sorry. HRD and Car had talked about them. I use one to run APRS on my Baofeng. Coffee and Ham Radios has it on their side. Not on. Okay. All right. Well, let's coffee. Bump. AOIC board. Boom, 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 boom. Shop now. AOIC board. Out of stock. The all-in-one from Simon Coopers is an amazing addition to your HT EDC. Sometimes you can tell that TO wrote these descriptions. You can use this APRS winning programs data cable. Oh, I see. Yeah, it goes into the Kenwood K connector, doesn't it? Yeah, if you're but it's huh. Okay. I'll have to get one of those for when they come back in stock. And then it goes to USB-A, I guess. So you can, it's just an easy way to add whatever computer connection to your HT. Okay. Kind of neat. All right. I haven't seen that yet that I recall. Good. Okay. Cool. Well, I'll go check that out. I'll hit up TO and say, hey, send me one of these. I can do a video about it. Good deal. He won't do it. He won't send me one, but I'll ask him anyway. Let's see. Can we call them octopus or squid cables? USB-A, one side, micro. If there were 8 ends of it, yeah, you could call an octopus, but I don't think there's 8 ends. I think there's 4 ends to those cables. Later, Ham Radio Crusader. It's not actually a cable. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, Coffee and Ham Radios, if they put up something and call it a cable, it's probably not going to be a cable. Makes sense. It's like when Tio says, hey, I make funny videos. Yeah, you do. No, I'm kidding. No, I'm not. Kind of. Well, a little bit, maybe. I don't know. All-in-one cable. Yeah, that's not a cable. It's a PC. It's a board with connections on it and no cover. How was your trip back home from Dayton? It was fine. No problems at all. Took too long, but, you know, so be it. Is charging batteries quickly always a good idea? Probably not. Depends on what battery you're talking about. Depends on... I mean, there's a difference between something that takes 8 to 10 hours to charge and something that takes 10 minutes to charge. You know, if my battery takes only 1 to 2 hours to charge, I'm not going to be unhappy. I wouldn't want to overcharge it, of course, but, you know, don't want to wait a day and a half for it to charge either. Yep. And there we go. Okay. Let's see. I gave Mike the President Lincoln 2 review, and he is supposed to bring it to you next. I know what a President Lincoln... I used to have a President Lincoln. Long time ago. Older model, I assume. Probably not probably not the same one you've got, unless you've got an older model too, but okay. 10, 12 meters. Does it actually go to 12 meters? Does it actually go down that far? Wonder if it does. All right, guys. Well, thank you for joining us today. Once again, the links to everything are in the description. I will add stuff to that store as the weekend progresses. I'll probably do a Friday shopping. Oh, that's what I should have mentioned that. Ham Radio Happy Hour is this Friday. So Kyle's going to do a trivia at 7 Central Time and Happy Hour is at 8 Central Time. I mentioned this on my Sunday live stream last Sunday, and hopefully you guys put it on your calendar. But if you haven't, please put it on your calendar. Join us Friday night for trivia and Happy Hour. Always a fun time. I've sent invitations to several guests, and I'm hoping to get at least 1 or 2 of them show up, so we'll see what happens with that. But yeah, gonna be a fun time. So probably gonna do a shopping video. I might do a shopping video Saturday morning instead of Friday morning. Well, I don't know yet. I'll do it either Friday or Saturday. I haven't decided yet. I mean, Father's Day is Sunday, so if you're not shopping until Saturday, then you're not going to get it by Father's Day. Sorry, but we'll see. But we'll do a shopping video about last minute Father's Day ideas either Friday or Saturday. We will do the trivia and happy hour Friday night, and then we'll be back on the regularly scheduled live stream Sunday night as well. So 73 all. Thanks for watching. Check out this. Everyone head over here real quick and hang out with me in the chat for this video that premieres here in about 15 minutes. Go hit the toilet if you need to. Go get a drink, get some lunch or something, and then meet me over in the chat at that video right there. 73 all. Thanks, guys, for joining.